Very good morning, student. Myself Anjum Abbasi. I am working in Galgotias University as assistant professor. Today I am going to continue with female reproductive system anatomy, which is the second lecture. Okay. So the subject code is 1001 and subject is anatomy and physiology. So in today's class, firstly we will be learning vaginal opening introitus. So this is known as introitus. So opening may be covered by a thin sheath which is called hymen, and using the presence of an intact hymen for determining virginity is erroneous. So some women are born with hymens. The hymen can be perforated by many different events. So next is the perineum. So the muscle and tissue located between the vaginal opening and anal canal. It supports and surrounds the lower part of the urinary and digestive tract. The perineum contains an abundance of nerve ending that it makes it sensitive to touch, and episiotomy is an incision of the perineum which is used during childbirth for widening the vaginal opening. So student, next is internal genitalia. The internal genitalia consists of many parts, that is vagina, cervix, uterus, fallopian tubes and ovaries. In this slide you can see where is the ovary present. So as this is the label diagram, so you can easily correlate the things. You can see the shape: ovary, fallopian tube, uterus, bladder, pubic bone, urethra, clitoris, labia majora, labia minora, vagina, Bartholin's gland is there, anus, cervical os, rectum and cervix. So next is the vagina. The vagina connects the cervix to the external genitals. It is located between the bladder and rectum. It functions as a passageway for the menstrual flow, for uterine secretion to pass down through the introitus, and it works as a birth canal during labor. With the help of two Bartholin glands, it becomes lubricated. Next is cervix. So cervix is the part which connects uterus to the vagina. So it works as a pathway and it works as a birth canal also. So the cervical opening to the vagina is very small. This acts as a safety precaution against the foreign bodies entering the uterus. So during childbirth, cervix dilates to accommodate the passage of fetus. This dilation is a sign that labor has begun. So student, in this slide you can see the perineum area. In the center of the part you can see the clitoris, and the second part is the vagina, and at the side of all these two organs you can see the presence of muscle. So student, what is the uterus? You can see it commonly referred to as the womb. It is a pear-shaped organ which is about the size of, we can say, clenched fist, and it is made up of endometrium, myometrium and perimetrium. So these all three are the layer of the uterus. Next is consists of blood enriched tissue that slugs out each month during the menstrual cycle. And the powerful muscle of the uterus expands to accommodate a growing fetus and push it through the birth canal. So student, in this slide you can see the oviduct, uterus, and here you can see the uterus. Okay, so outermost layer is known as the perimetrium, then middle layer is known as the myometrium, and innermost layer is known as the student. This was about the today's class in which we have learned uterus and its parts along with its layers. Hope this class will be clear to you all. If you still any doubt, you can go through this link and you can send me mail your queries. My email ID is anjumabbasi890@gmail.com. Thank you all. Happy learning all of you.